talking football, that's how we get down, bringing you the funk right into your living room each and every week. Subscribe if you like what you see. New episodes of NFLDraftBible.com brought to you by NUC Sports. We've been talking about the interesting week, Mike.
Yes, we have.
A little bit of inter-conference action. Dolphins and the Eagles this week. Now we have another big matchup with the Vikings at the Raiders.
Great matchup.
Woo, man.
I love it. I really look forward to it.
That Oakland-Pittsburgh game, that was one of my favorite matchups in the Week 9.
Yes, it was one of my favorites as well.
Oakland traveled across the country, almost stole one from Pittsburgh.
That was a great game.
Tough loss.
Great game. Tough loss.
Sitting at 4-4. But they got the home field advantage with the Vikings, 6-2.
This is the first place Minnesota Vikings.
First place fired up.
First place Vikings, the 6-2.
Mike Zimmer is all fired up now.
Man, he's ready. He's ready to fist fight.
I'll tell you what, man.
He's ready to fist fight. He's got players play for a coach like that. He's not screaming. He said it very clearly. If we were on the streets, we'd be in the fight. And that was all he said.
Well,
that made his point.
I'll tell you, and we'll get back to the game in a second. But here's the interesting thing I heard coming out of that whole situation was Rodney Harrison speaking on NBC in Sunday Night Football in America. He said he wasn't surprised because, you know, Greg Williams and Jeff Fisher's reputation.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said when he was playing, Bobby Wade, remember the Eagles wide receiver? Bobby Wade gave Rodney Harrison a cheap shot, I think, ended the season with an injury. Yeah. He said when he looked up, he looked over to the opposing sideline, and there was Jeff Fisher laughing in his face.
Yeah.
So, you know, Fisher has this clean-cut image. He's on the competition committee. Yeah. He does a lot of good for the NFL, but he hired Greg Williams. Another guy with a bad reputation.
Right. If you don't know who he is, he was the Saints defensive coordinator. Right. Pay for hurt.
Right. Bounty. And you know, what happened is that the Rams defender gave Teddy Bridgewater that little cheap shot in the head with the elbow now.
He knocked him out. He was out cold. Yeah. His eyes were shut.
That was a dirty play. That was a dirty play. You better watch out because these two teams could meet again in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is
very well possible. Now, Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, only if it's in the Super Bowl.
Right, correct.
And you know what?
That'd be a hell of a
I'll tell you what. I would love to see that. The Raiders and the Vikings, too old school. Ooh, the autumn wind. The autumn wind coming at you.
Throwback 70s right there.
Man, that's Big Fred Tarkenton to do the coin toss.
Talking football, that's what we do here at the Sports Zone. But let's get back into the game preview because this is a big game. Both teams in the playoff hunt.
Yes, absolutely.
Vikings in first place, but the Packers breathing right down their neck.
Yep, both at 6-2. They'll be seeing each other down the road.
And Oakland trying to maintain that leverage over San Diego and Kansas City's 3-5, breathing down their neck for, you know, that 6th seed. So what do you see here? Teddy Bridgewater expected to play. Early indications going into Oakland is a tough place for.
No doubt about it. The black hole there. They're going to go nuts. Those fans. But, I mean, Minnesota's playing well. They got Adrian Peterson. He can be the difference in this game, you know. I mean, I like to go with the Raiders on this one, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings on the road. I think AP, and as long as Bridgewater is going to be quarterback in the game, I'm going to go ahead and say the Vikings right now are the better team. AP is going to be the difference in this game. When they need that big first down, they're going to give it to him, and he's going to get it.
Well,
I mean, I want to say the Raiders, but I'm going to go on and go with the Vikings.
Well, this is another game we're disagreeing on this week.
It's okay. That's what we do.
I think the Raiders learned. That was a learning experience.
For sure. Oh, what a game in Pittsburgh.
Antonio Brown took him to school at 17 catches for 284. Something
big time. Big time.
Almost 300 yards receiving. But you know what? The Raiders are playing good football. I think this is a game where they're going to learn from. And when you talk about this trio, Latavius Murray and Amari Cooper and David Carr, Michael Crabtree making plays all over.
Listen, I liked him. I'm not going to tell you. It was a tough pick for me.
I'll tell you what, Oakland all of a sudden has a great nucleus.
Yeah, and they're young. And they're young.
So they got some veterans on defense. I really like how this team is coming together. I think this is a game they need to win. I think they find a way to scrap and claw and bring the Raider Nation above 500 again. Keep them in that playoff hunt.
The autumn win.
The autumn win.
Watch out. There's a Raider.
NFL Week 10 It's going to be a separation Sunday. We're going to come back here next week, talk about who won, who lost. But when you come to Miami Mike's Sports Zone, everybody's a winner. So come on down, 72 Club, check us out. You can make your reservations VIP style every Sunday. This is what we do. But here at the NFL365.com, it's all about talking football, brought to you by NUC Sports.